There are so many things we just report, we don't reflect on the economy. So I will export to ASDA and allegedly make $500,000. But it will sit in France. So the reserves of the BOG doesn't even get that. Okay. Then for companies like the large telcos who would work here,
they repatriate.
I'm owned by foreigner.
Yes.
So they can decide that we are not going to reinvest profits this year. We're going to pay dividend. So you have 600 million CD profit. And then they'll say, well, our shareholders in Norway, they want to cash in. You convert that, they look for dollars and they take the money out and your currency falls. So, we are in a campaign season, people are talking politics. Let's be careful because what it takes to make our economy strong is difficult. Okay? And I don't really buy this argument that the vice president is saying he's going to talk about digital economy kind of thing, because digital economy is good, but the fundamentals have to be addressed. The fundamentals, local production and value addition, agribusiness, stabilize the economy. Yeah. You are importing $300 million worth of rice. You're importing tons and tons of sugar. All right? You are not able to even feed yourself.
Poultry production.
Your farms are not competitive. You are importing chicken from Netherlands. You're importing from Brazil. You're importing rice from Vietnam. You can't even have a proper agro program to feed your citizens. So your scarce foreign exchange, you're using to import. So that's all pressure on you. Your exporters are not terminating their reserves here. So you are exporting a lot of things. A lot of the export companies are not even Ghanaian companies. A lot of these big companies that you are giving tax breaks are not even Ghanaian companies. So you say you have a trade surplus. You've exported $6 billion and you've imported $5.8 billion. So you have a $200,000 trade surplus. But that's just on paper. The BOG reserves don't have it. Do you get it? These are the things that we need to deal with properly together. But politics, we come round. Then we change our mouth. We say we're not doing digital anything. Go back and fix the fundamentals. You cannot tell me you're good. No. Fix the currency. When you took over, the dollar was about 3.8. It's now 12. Our incomes have not increased times 4. So you cannot tell me that you fixed it. Inflation rate went above 50. It's now in the 20s. 20s is still very bad. Your bank, you call it your reference rate, 29% is too high. Even in Western countries, they are doing negative interest rates. If you borrow in Ghana, you even take do you know what 30% reference rate means? Yeah. That the best person going to a bank has to pay about 30% per annum for taking a loan. What kind of business will you do to survive? No wonder the only business now is government procurement. We haven't fixed it. Politicians will not think through. All they want to do, talk, win elections, kind of faff around, look for new ways of milking the system. And we follow them foolishly, supporting them because they are from our hometown. Me, I'm done with that. Come and sit in front of me and tell me what you will do. Now we say we are even, charging emissions levy. You don't even have a proper, even the vehicle companies that are manufacturing here, they are not manufacturing EVs. They are manufacturing the same fossil fuel cars, which Ghanaians can't even pay for because they are even pricing in dollars anyway. So what are you really doing? You can't compete anywhere. Even your cocoa companies, they are now importing cocoa beans from Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire. They've done it for 20 years. Really? Fine, you are looking for cocoa to blend, but look at your output. Your lowest in 13 years. This is the problem. And we'll do politics. We are struggling. We are suffering. We will not sit down and build consensus and agree that these are the things we should do. Every time we want to take political advantage, speak big English, the problems keep getting worse. Now you have a population bulge, plenty kids, free SHS. Can you sustain it? No. Look at your state of infrastructure. We travel to the Volta region. When you get from Dowenya to Pram Pram, every 2 kilometers there's a roundabout abandoned. Why? Debt exchange. COVID went. 3 years ago or so, COVID came, 2020. We are still paying COVID levy. Yeah, where is the COVID money? If the World Bank insists that they shouldn't do COVID audit, who did have done it? Even the Auditor General did that levy at the peril of his job. Where is the COVID? Who is being prosecuted for COVID expenses? Zero. You get me? So, and we are here paying all kinds of. They tell us, Ghana pays the lowest tax per GDP. Have you added indirect taxes? Do you know how much tax you pay for everything you do? Incomes are so low. So let's get serious and solve the problem. And stop. We just jump around politics, following parties, shouting their anthems. I'm not doing that. For what? You work for 30 years, you don't even have a proper savings. You don't even have proper pension. People of your age in other countries, by 30, look how your hair has even gone. You work. What do you have to show for it? Then they say go and join politics.
Papa Odomlo.
It's terrible. Most mid-30 people in Ghana can't afford to even marry.
Charlie.
They don't even have enough money to marry.
Bro.
You work for 12 years, you can't marry in a country called Ghana. Why? Stay with your parents and then they'll tell you when you come back home, say, oh, bye. You know, then when you're eating your cake in your room, come out of your room. Then they say, yeah, are you looking for a woman? You say, where will I marry a woman from? They are stressing the young man. So you go out and say, shall you even come back home again? Because you don't get money.
Bro.
You go apply. If you ask a friend, you say, oh, send me to police, send me to GIPC, send me the Charlie. They are everything nepotism. So they go, Charlie, it's difficult to be a good citizen in Ghana.
It's crazy.
It's terrible. The government is not doing well. They have failed us. They should admit it and stop telling us English. They are not doing well. We are struggling. Things are bad. They should admit it and stop all this big English and speeches and you are the best thing since sliced bread. Forget it. You've not done well. We are people, do a survey. Read the text messages. Go on the street and give your mic to people. We are not doing well. Things are tough. The only luck we have is that we have peace. And we are protecting it. That's all we have. Almost all the countries around us have become banana republics. People doing coups and misbehaving won't do that. But you are not doing the work properly. You know, why should a government minister be driving V8 when people can't even pay school fees? People can't have proper food to eat. The whole system is messed up. Look at Parliament. They go there, sing, bring praise songs.
You know,
They are not even checking the executive. Every time they go, hey, wait, we are shouting on even this. A whole country e-levy regime has been compromised. You have to take a radio station to shout for 3 days for a meeting to happen. Are you telling me that somebody is not auditing? How can you be collecting e-levy from people sending money to themselves when the law explicitly says you shouldn't do it? And we need to shout on it for 4 days before you go and do a meeting on it? Who's checking it? BOG, what are you doing? You get me? Let's get serious. And because you are shielded, so like you don't want to listen to the radio again, as if that will change the reality. You can choose not to listen. But the truth is there, we have to state it. If you don't listen, you meet it in the streets. If you say you don't listen to what we say, you meet people staying to when they go to the funerals and the churches, they'll tell you the same thing. It's not me who's saying it. You know, that the whole system. You are now, even small money you send to yourself, the bank collect, everybody collect, e-levy, why? You know, it's terrible. Then go and read the Ghana Demographic Health Survey. Health outcomes, double disease burden. In 2024, young guys are getting even all kinds of lifestyle, plenty things. Healthcare service, if you don't have money, cash and carry. Quality of education, bobo. Kids can't even spell properly. Class size, big. Then come and sit here and say, oh, we are doing it. Nanado is doing what? What is he doing? What is it? What are you saying? We feel it. What are you talking about? You do what? Because in the name of politics, we won't speak the truth. Because the person from our hometown. You don't get me. Or from your wherever. Let's be honest for once. The reason we are not doing well is because we are not honest as a citizen. Countries that do well, they value the truth. And truth is not just saying yes or no. Truth is looking for facts. You look for inquiry. That's why we go to school. Education is the search for truth. The truth about malaria, the truth about unemployment, the truth about currency depreciation, the truth about our own prejudice. Research is to find truth. So you push money into research, medicine, hypertension, research into cancer. That's truth. So societies that value truth, like Japan, they'll do better than you because you don't value truth. You get me? If you don't, you can pray, but that's not truth. If you don't value, societies that advance, they value truth. They spend money to ascertain the truth about their situation and they solve it, but you don't want to accept the truth. You don't want to accept the truth. You want to tell yourself you are the best. And you believe it. The fact that you believe a lie is just delusion. Now you can be delusional. Now delusion means you are lying to yourself. You can lie to somebody. That's dishonest. But delusion is worse than dishonesty. Because delusion means you know you are wrong, but you believe, you convince yourself you are right. We are delusional. Ghana, Black Star of Africa for where? First country of Sub-Saharan. So what? Go and look at all the facts. Some guy did a video on Cote d'Ivoire. Go and look at the Cote d'Ivoire video. Look at the stadiums they are playing in. Look at the stadium of football. Look at the parks. Is the parks in Cote d'Ivoire you are seeing? Is there anyone in Ghana like this? Even Accra Sports Stadium, they stopped that they are going to do music concerts in a stadium. You go and you see nails on the floor and things. Our football is going bad. Then you get up and say, what are you talking about? We can't even compete in football. There's no grassroots, astro steps everywhere. We've lost it. There's no commitment to excellence anywhere. People don't even read any properly. Stories are poorly written everywhere. We are just living, shouting every day, convincing ourselves that we have the first sub-Saharan African country for successful elections. You see there, look at Senegal. Don't rest on your... Let's get serious. Let's go back to truth. Speak the truth. Why are we failing? That's the thing. Let's go. Let's ascertain the truth. If you don't value truth, you can't advance. Societies that value truth, they will do well for their citizens. We are living a lie. If you live a lie, nature will resist you. Because the lie, you see, truth is reality. So the more you search for truth, the closer you get to reality. That's why some people have put research into things to solve their problems. We don't want to do that. We've thrown all our scientists to the background, all our professors, they are book long too much. We go on air. How can you advance? How can you advance? You are doing the discussion on the policy. When you are in power, it means everything you want to say is true. People have done research and they have told you the thing is wrong. You don't care because you have power. And you appoint some of your upstarts on social media to attack people who speak. Follow them with bots and things. You get some money and you think you are doing something to yourself. When your child falls sick and you don't have ambulance, that's when you know that you've lived a lie. So let's go for truth. That's the issue. If you don't have truth, you cannot succeed. And the truth starts with us being honest to the facts. The facts show that the economy is not doing well and the government has mismanaged it. Let's accept it. Let's accept it and stop all this big English.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
We believe in your success at the British Council.